Coming up next, the RWL Women's Gulf Coast Tournament Championship in question in this matchup, with reigning champion Powerhouse Patti Powers, Triple Crown champion, set to go up against Mercedes Mone, the AEW TBS champion.
So they're still not done beating up on Mone? Good.
The following match is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit, and it is for the RWL Women's Gulf Coast Championship.
Mone has been screwing up all through this tour, being disrespectful to the ladies from our locker room, and so far, she's been made to pay for her mouth by Georgia Washington, Liberty Bell. Danielle, and Dione the Titaness nearly cracked her spine for her 2 weeks ago on Snarl. And Patti Powers isn't in the mood to play tonight, especially when it's her Gulf Coast Championship hanging on the hook. Miss Mone here's gonna have problems sitting down for a while, and hey, I'm here for it.
Well, sometimes you gotta teach these lessons the hard way, Christy.
Her negative attitude notwithstanding, Mercedes Mone nonetheless the holder of 4 championships across 3 individual promotions, which indeed is no small feat.
Danielle said it, and it was right. Half of those titles have been bought for her by Tony Khan in the first place.
And here comes ladies triple crowner, Powerhouse Patti, one half of American Powers, the women's Gulf Coast champion, and the ladies Legends champion into the bargain. And Powerhouse Patti is obviously not in a good mood this evening, with her partner Danielle Heathcote looking down the barrel of a Hell in a Cell match with hated rival Jody Borick, and Patti Powers about to defend that Gulf Coast title against Mercedes Mone, someone she has absolutely zero respect for.
Ooh yeah, this is gonna be rich, chewy, and satisfying, watching Mone get ragdoll.
And that right there, fans, is what it's all about. The RWL Women's Gulf Coast Championship in question in this matchup.
It ain't in question, Don. Mone's got zero, absolute zero chance of walking out of here with another championship.
The challenger, from Boston, Massachusetts, she's the AEW TBS Women's Champion, the CEO, Mercedes Mone.
Just pointing it out, she moves like a snake.
Her opponent, from Tampa, Florida, she's an RWL Ladies Triple Crown Champion and the Women's Gulf Coast Champion, Patti Powers.
Powerhouse Patti going it alone tonight, with Liberty Bell, Danielle Heathcote, and Tex Lynch out on the town this evening. I may be wrong, but I think the expression on Patti Powers' face says it all. It is an expression of absolute disgust and disdain for Mercedes Mone. And she equally doesn't look too pleased to be staring back at Patti Powers. Again, the RWL Women's Gulf Coast Tournament Championship at stake here as Willie Johnson sounds the bell. Patti Powers charges into a Luthez press, a series of hard right hands across the head of Mercedes Mone. Mercedes Mone reeling from those shots. Patti Powers standing there, absolutely motionless, waiting for Mone to get to her feet. Here she comes. Whips Mercedes into the corner, misses with the charge. Mone with a chop. Patti Powers counters with a left. Winds up the arm of Mercedes Mone from behind. Mercedes Mone counters with an elbow. Winds up the arm of Patti Powers, but Patti Powers, look at this, rolling her way out of the situation and turning it into an arm drag. Patti Powers certainly working on her agility in recent months. The ladies triple crowner beating the head of Mercedes Mone into the turnbuckles. And now assisting her out of the corner with an alley-oop. Patti Powers moves behind Mercedes Mone, rear headlock applied. Patti Powers leaning into this move here. This hold wearing down Mercedes Mone. The women's Gulf Coast title in question here as Mone gets to her feet on the apron. Patti Powers again standing absolutely motionless. Mercedes Mone counters. makes her way back inside the ring. A hard right spins Patti Powers around. Here we go, knees to the back and into the back statement. If the ropes right there, Willie Johnson says she's going to have to start all. Look at the arrogance of Mercedes Mone here. Drags Patti Powers towards center ring. Covers, hooks the leg. One. And just the one. No new champion as of yet. Patti Powers raising the left shoulder. Mercedes Mone rounds up Patti. Patti sweeps the leg, takes Mercedes Mone down to the canvas. Mercedes Mone gathered up by Patti Powers. And Powerhouse Patti countered by Mercedes Mone in a vertical suplex from the CEO. Drives a knee into the back of Patti Powers. Patti Powers gathered up. Patti turns it into an arm drag. Patti Powers rounding up Mercedes Mone again, head first into the turnbuckle. The CEO counters, escapes the corner. Whips Patti Powers towards the ropes. Patti Powers countering with a knee to the midsection and into another Luthez press. Beating knuckles across the head of Mercedes Mone as Patti Powers makes her way up to the high rent district. Mercedes Mone laid out. Here we go. Misses with the diving elbow. Patti Powers taken down with a drop kick from Mercedes Mone. Patti counters with a reverse hurricane runner. How about that right there? Mercedes Mone trying to use the ropes to stand herself up, but it's no good. Patti Powers countered with a jawbreaker. A standing drop kick, taking Patti down to the mat. A kick to the back from Mercedes Mone, who has taken a beating from so many RWL stars so far. Cover, one, and just about a one. Mercedes Mone has been taken down by so many RWL stars so far. And now she's going to try and take the Gulf Coast title from Patti Powers. Arm drag from Powerhouse Patti. A clubbing overhand right. Mercedes stood up, countered with a jawbreaker. Arm drag from Patti. Patti Powers runs. Whoa! What a kick right there. Down goes Mone. Cover. 1, 2, 3, and it is all over. Patti Powers retaining the Gulf Coast Women's Championship.
Here's the time, 4 minutes and 2 seconds. Your winner and still Women's Gulf Coast Champion, Powerhouse Patti Powers.
Once again, Mercedes Mone forced to eat her words of disrespect at the expense of RWL Wrestling, this time at the hands of the Gulf Coast Champion Patti Powers. The ladies triple crowner, the latest in a line of RWL lady wrestlers who have beaten the tar out of the CEO and made her look a fool.
And they're not through with her yet. Next show, it's going to be Dynamite Jeannie Parker for the RWL Women's World title. And I don't think Mercedes Mone has got a snowball's chance in hell.
Hey, now that's gonna be something. I don't think the sexy soul sister of the squared circle is in danger of losing the women's world title this time around. And I don't feel no way sorry for Mercedes Mone either. I hope they all beat an apology out of her sorry ass.
All right, Christy. Well, that takes care of that. Patti Powers retaining the Women's Gulf Coast Championship over Mercedes Mone. And we'll continue with more RWL Snarl when we return after the break. Hope you'll stay with us.